Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be testing the new look makeup stuff. So like new looks, new makeup range, and loads of you guys have asked me to do this and I didn't want to do it just because I know that some of the stuff is kind of repackaged, and also my two friends Jodie from Just Jodes and Emma from Emma's Rectangle have also done videos testing new looks, new makeup range. But I thought that we all have kind of different skin tones and we have different skin types and different kind of preferences and stuff, so I thought it might be useful to some of you guys that kind of, you know, might have a similar skin tone to me, or you just want to see my opinion on the products too. So if you guys want to see what these products are like on like other skin tones and skin types and stuff, and if you want to see other people's opinions, then I will link Emma and Jodie's videos in the description box. But this video is going to be me testing out a lot of new looks and new makeup items. And by the way, if you see like anything like this or like this in this video, they're just fake tattoos. I just put a load of the Primark fake tattoos all over my body just to see like about tattoo placements and stuff. So I'm gonna start off obviously with foundation, and I didn't get myself a primer just because I personally don't really use kind of primers, like actual primers. I tend to just use kind of like moisturizers or serums that have glycerin in them, because personally for me I find that the kind of silicone-y primers, I find that they don't really help my makeup go on easier, but I just prefer using moisturizer, or like I have a serum by the Body Shop that's got glycerin in it, which just makes my face like tacky. I was gonna get them all off of ASOS because I have like next day delivery, like the premier shipping thing on ASOS, but I then noticed that New Look had a 20% off for students deal, so I actually did order all of this off of New Look and it took a few more days to arrive, but meh, that's okay. You can get all of this stuff on ASOS. I got the No Shine Mattifying Foundation in the shade Porcelain, which looks like it's going to be a good colour for me. And this just has a pump, and yeah, that's the kind of main foundation. I then got their new Flawless Foundation and Contour Stick in Porcelain. So this is like a foundation stick, and the reason I got this is because I thought I could use it as kind of like a concealer, because their concealer in the new range is basically their old like twist up concealer repackaged, and I've tried that before and it wasn't my favourite. I did buy the wrong colour, so I'm not going to be using it in this video, but yeah. It's a really stiff pump. Okay, it's quite, you can't really control the amount that comes out. It all just kind of came out in one go. Ooh, it feels quite thick. So hopefully it's gonna have decent coverage. Every time I put my foundation I get like so many hairs or like bits of fluff stuck in it. Okay, so I like that foundation. I think it looks really good, and the colour for once in my life is not too orange, which is crazy. I'm so happy they have a porcelain shade. I actually feel like my camera settings are a bit bright. I'm just going to turn the exposure down by 1. There we go. Yeah, so far I'm really liking the look of this foundation. I would have liked it to have a bit more coverage, but I mean, pretty nice. It has a nice like finish to it. So I'm then going to go over the top with the contour and foundation stick in the shade Porcelain. Oh, that was very creamy. This is, oh my god, this is so creamy. So I'm just putting that kind of under my eyes. Let's put a bit on my forehead. This is literally the creamiest thing, like it literally just like glides onto your face. Okay, so that's definitely improved the coverage, but it has made me look quite cakey. I mean, it could be because I'm layering foundation on foundation, but yeah, I think I definitely prefer the formula of the first foundation that I used. So that is my face in terms of foundation and concealer. So I then bought their Flawless Finish Loose Face Powder, again in the shade Porcelain. So this is what the powder looks like, and I really hope this is good because I am looking for a new loose face powder. Oh, by the way, I should probably tell you the prices of things. The foundation in the bottle was $7.99. I think the contour stick was either $4.99 or $5.99. And then the powder was $5.49. So it just has a little like sifter thing. It does look a little bit orange actually. Not very much is coming out, but I'm quite worried because this looks quite like yellowy for a powder that's called Porcelain. This is going to be too orange, I can tell. Yep. So I put that under my eye and it's too dark. Ah, this is the problem that I have with every loose powder that I try. Do you see how I just have like a kind of darker mark on my eye now? Damn it, I thought this was gonna be a good one. It's really hard to get the powder out, like I'm shaking it loads and it only like produces a tiny amount. If you have a darker skin tone than me, then this will be absolutely fine, but if you are a porcelain, then this ain't gonna work for you, so I'm probably gonna be selling this on Depop. Oh, and it did come with a sponge, but I don't really use that for powder. So moving on to contour, their contour palette is literally just the same thing but repackaged, so I'm just gonna use the contour colour again from before. And this isn't my favourite. I find this quite hard to blend, and like once it's on there, it's just very hard to blend out, and also it's too dark for me, so. I'm then going to take a bit of the kind of bronzy shade in the middle. So now moving on to highlight. Again, the New Look highlighter is exactly the same in the new range, but just with kind of different packaging. So I thought there was no need to buy the new one because I went into store and swatched it, and it's exactly the same as their old one. And this is one of my favourite highlighters ever. It is incredible. So if you don't have this particular highlighter, I would definitely recommend getting it. I think it's about $5 or $6.99. This is called Light Pink, but I think it's now called like Pink Pearls or something like that, but I will link it down below. They do also have a gold one, and the gold one from their old range was an exact dupe for MAC Soft and Gentle. This one I don't really know, I don't think this is like a dupe for anything, but it's incredible. Like, it's one of the best highlighters. So oh my god, like this highlighter. This highlight is just amazing. Oh my god. So many people tell me on my videos that I wear too much highlighter and that highlighter is supposed to look subtle, but I don't really remember reading a rule book where anybody said highlighter is supposed to look subtle. So yeah, if you guys, you know, have like a Bible of makeup and it says that highlighter must be subtle, then let me know. Because I personally like my highlight to be blinding. When your inspirations in life are Jaclyn Hill and Nikki tutorials, you don't really go subtle on the highlight. So next I'm moving on to eyebrows, and for brows I got the Shape and Define eyebrow kit in light brown, and again this is one of their new things. It just comes with a tinted wax and then 2 powders. It's got a little spoolie and brush and mini tweezers, but I don't really tend to use those. And this actually has a mirror, which is good because the eyeshadow palette doesn't have a mirror. And this eyebrow kit is $6.99, which is quite pricey for a little eyebrow kit, but let's see how it performs. I know that Zoe keeps talking about how she loves brow wax, so let's try the wax. Okay, I feel like the wax isn't doing much. Oh no, actually it is doing a little bit, but I feel like it's actually could just be because of the product that I have left. Because like when I swatch my finger in the wax, it doesn't really come out as much. Maybe you're supposed to use that afterwards to kind of keep your brows in place. I now feel like all the powder's gonna stick to the wax and go weird, but let's just give it a go. So I'm using the palest colour from the middle. Okay. Is this a good colour? Ooh, I like this. The formula's really nice, and that colour is not too orange toned. In the pan, the middle colour doesn't look like it's gonna be that dark, but it comes out a really nice kind of like taupey sort of colour. Okay, so far I'm loving this. I'm just gonna dip into the slightly darker colour. I'm probably gonna now use this on a daily basis. I really, really like that eyebrow kit. So next, moving on to eyeshadow, I got the 4 shade eyeshadow palette. This was $4.99, so weirdly this is cheaper than the eyebrow kit, and I got this in dark nudes. They had like a light nudes, a dark nudes, and then like a purpley one, but I thought I'd probably get the most use out of this one, so I went for the dark nudes one. It seems to have like 3 matte shades and then a slight shimmer shade. I do have to say these 2 colours and these 2 colours do look quite similar, but I'm gonna put them on my eyes and see how we go. So I'm just gonna do them in order, so like start with the lightest one and then go for this one, then go for a bit of these 2 like dark browns. Ooh, that's a very nice crease colour. Then I'm going into the next darkest colour. This is a slightly more warm toned, like darker kind of transition shade. Ooh, these are pretty, you guys. So I'm then going in with the darkest brown here. Oh, that's pretty pigmented. Okay, so my camera just died, so I'm sorry if anything looks any different, but I was just like using the darkest shade into my outer corners. You know what? I'm really, really liking these. I feel like the final colour isn't really shimmery either. It's kind of also matte. But I'm just going to kind of put this on the outer half of my eyelid. So if you're looking for shimmer, this palette really isn't for you. But if you're looking for some really decent quality matte eyeshadows, this is really good. I really like that. I'm just going to put a bit of the highlight in my inner corners. So moving on to eyeliner, their new eyeliner is the same as their old liner but just in the new packaging. So I'm going to stick with the old eyeliner. This is the Precision eyeliner pen, and it's got a really long nib, but what I remember that I didn't like about this is that it was quite dry. Yeah, like by the time I get to the point of doing my wing, the nib is kind of just dried up and it's not doing anything. Ugh. This is what annoyed me last time. I kept having to shake it. Yeah, so then when you try and go back over it, it just kind of crumbles. Oh, this eyeliner is literally so frustrating. I just cannot deal with this eyeliner. It's actually so annoying. I did also get some of their lashes, which is really exciting. But the mascara that I chose this time is the High Definition Lash Defining Mascara. This was $5.99, so that's pretty good for a mascara if you ask me. It's just got like a bristly brush. Let's see how this goes. Okay, that's pretty nice. It's quite lengthening and like separating. It's just not very voluminous. It's not bad. I just wish it was a bit more volumizing. So I do have some eyelashes by them. These are the Ultra Volume False Eyelashes, and these were £3.49 for 2 pairs, so this is the cheapest thing out of everything that I've bought so far. And I thought for 2 pairs of eyelashes that was a pretty good deal, and these look kind of similar to the red cherry lashes that I really like, so I'm hoping these are going to be good. But what I'm actually going to do first is just put on my lipstick so I can give this time to dry, and then I'll put on my eyelashes at the end. So the lipstick that I got is the Super Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Stone, and this is like all new packaging. It's round instead of square, and it's like this frosted plastic with a rose gold lid. I do quite like the packaging, and a lot of you guys said that you thought I would really like this colour. It's kind of just like a brown. Oh. It smells so good. Yes. Oh, I love the applicator. And the application in general, it went on really well. I really like that. That is so nice. So I'm just going to put the lashes on and then I will be right back. Okay, so I've put the eyelashes on, and where's my mirror? I really like them. I think they look natural enough. Like, they're not like super thick or anything. They're very kind of like thin and what am I doing? They're very kind of like thin and fluttery, and they definitely do give you like that extra length and the extra volume. They do look quite like fake looking, so you can tell that you're wearing fake lashes, but they're nothing like super dramatic. And another thing that I really like about them is the band is so thin, so you could probably even wear these without eyeliner or like with much thinner eyeliner. The only thing that I did find a little bit difficult about them is they were quite long, so I had to cut off about like 2 little clusters of like lash hairs from each of the ends just to make them fit my eyes. And another thing is when you peel them off from the kind of little plastic thing they're stuck on, they do go quite straight, so I had to kind of like play around with my tweezers to get them on. But overall I really like how they look, and I really like how all of the makeup looks, to be honest. I love the lip colour as well. It dried like completely matte and like transfer proof. Okay, so this is kind of difficult because I'm holding the camera up myself. So this makeup has probably been on my face for about 5 or 6 hours now, probably about 5, and as you can see I'm looking pretty oily. I mean, the highlight is still looking amazing, but I'm looking quite oily around my nose and forehead, and just generally my face feels quite like sticky. However, that being said, I normally do get oily anyway because I have super oily skin, and oh my god, this camera is so heavy to hold with one arm. But even though I'm looking oily, I still feel like it kind of looks okay. Like, it hasn't like separated or anything, it's just looking a bit more shiny. So yeah, overall I'm pretty impressed. Also, I ate my dinner with this lipstick on, and for the most part it has stayed on. It's worn off a little
little bit in the middle, but I'm pretty impressed with that.
So that is it, you guys. Overall, I'm super impressed with how the makeup has worked. I think that is about it. If you've liked this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite product from New Look's makeup range is. I can't speak, it's getting towards the end of the day. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!